just 125 feet from the edge of the mountain. News Channel 3's Callie Carton joins us. And Callie, they say lives were saved, all because of a new safety device.
Yeah, Jessica, a safety overrun area that was put in just over a year ago. They say that is the only thing that stopped the U.S. Airways flight from going over the mountain. Now, the National Transportation Safety Board is still investigating to figure out why the pilot aborted the takeoff. The plane's wheels actually dug into the soft overrun area, and the plane was stuck in the runway for several hours, which caused some major disruptions. The plane has just been removed, and things are getting back to normal tonight. But for the 34 passengers and crew members on the flight to Charlotte, their takeoff was anything but normal. A serious scare brought this plane to a screeching halt just in the nick of time.
Just remember thinking we're never going to be able to stop. We'd gone too far down the runway. I knew there was a cliff on the end, so just kind of, I guess, saying my prayers, waiting for impact, to be honest with you.
A failed takeoff that David Slade and 33 other passengers and crew members will never forget.
Scariest thing I've ever been on as far as an airplane ride. Everybody was pretty tense and quiet until it came to a stop, and then we looked around and noticed everybody was okay.
They were all on board this U.S. Airways flight to Charlotte, North Carolina, taking off from Charleston's Yeager Airport when something clearly went wrong.
This began to decelerate very quickly, and the brakes kept going on harder and harder, and we did get thrown forward just a little bit in the plane, and then he really shut it down. I mean, he really slammed it down fast.
What he said was that as he was transitioning up, he saw some warning lights come on that he didn't like, so he immediately thought the safest thing to do was to put it back down.
A move that about a year ago would have been tragic. But airport officials say a new safety overrun area called EMAS stopped the plane just more than 100 feet from going off the edge of the mountain.
As a result of this EMAS safety overrun, these 34 lives, I'm confident, have been spared.
The EMAS consists of thin layers of foam stacked on top of each other and covered with a thin layer of concrete.
It is designed to break down, and it's my understanding that the wheels of the plane actually buried into the EMAS material in order to bring it to a stop. And it worked perfectly.
Stopping this plane and saving 34 lives, many of whom say they're ready to take off again.
I would have gotten on a plane and flown right now after that.
But David Slade says it's not worth the risk. He's driving all the way back to Texas.
It's 1,000 miles, but I don't want to get on a plane right now.
A close call that came too close for comfort. Now, all outbound flights were canceled for the night, but the runway and airport reopened about an hour ago, and some inbound flights are coming in delayed. Everything is expected to be back on schedule tomorrow morning. Jessica, airport officials say there was no other damage to the plane.
That EMAS was installed in November of 2008 at a cost of $5 million.
We also have some video from a man who was waiting to pick up a passenger at the airport. It's a bit shaky, but this was taken just minutes after everything happened. E-reporter Rick Skeen says that he was just sitting in his car when he heard some commotion, so he sprang into action and started taking the video. Flames reached high into the night.